everyone, and welcome back. In this week's video I'm going to do what's in my bag for winter, because actually the first video I ever did was a what's in my bag. So I thought I'd do an update for you. I've got a new bag that I've had for a couple of months, and this one's from June. I liked it because it was black and quite glam and sort of goes with everything. The only thing I wasn't quite sure about, and I'm still not, is that I've had to declutter my bag a bit and maybe get a little bit more organised, which is actually probably a really good thing for me. So let's see what I've got in my bag for winter. It's got a zip, I like it because it's in two sections. It's got a zip section and a clip section, so it does actually, I suppose, sort my stuff out for me a little bit. The first thing that I've got low blood sugar, and the girls are always going, oh Mum, you eat all the time, but I have to, because I call it grazing, and actually I've got Graze who do all these lovely little products that I can munch on. This is their fruity flapjack, so I always make sure I've got something like that in my bag. I can't really go more than about 4 hours without eating, so I love those. There's 3 in a little pack, and I've eaten 2, but there's still 1 left. So that's something I always keep in my bag. I always keep a little notebook as well for lists. I'm a list person and ideas. This one's a Ted Baker one, and I always buy these. They've got a little pen in the side, so you don't have to fumble around for a pen all the time. So that's brilliant, love that. There's a little section where you can put, well, I think it would be a very small mobile phone, so I've got my Lippy there. And the one that I'm currently using at the moment is the Lancome Rouge in Love, which is a lovely wintry red. So I always put that one into that section so I can quickly apply it if I need to. Now, this is my little key holder. You know these little fluffy things that I think you're supposed to attach to the outside of your handbag? Oh, it used to be trendy. Well, I actually thought I'd attach it to my keys, because you know when you're fumbling down in the bottom of your bag and you cannot find your keys? I thought this was a brilliant idea, and actually it does work. So you actually find that first and drag the keys out. Not sure what it is though. Is it a mouse? Is it a cat? But it's cute. So that's got all my keys on, which are so heavy. Then I've got my favourite perfume. It is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. And if I'm going for a date or a meeting or just fancy spritzing up, there we go. And I smell lovely. It's still my favourite perfume after all these years. So I just buy the refills at the airport and keep it in my handbag at all times, so you smell lovely. Then I've got my trusty iPhone, the iPhone 6, and I've actually got a new cover on this. This is a Kate Spade one, and I like this one because it's got lovely flowers on it and the poppies, and this saves me from smashing it when I drop it, which I clearly do all the time. So that's lovely. Then I've tried to be really good with my makeup, and so I actually bought, again, when I was in Covent Garden, a little Kate Spade makeup bag. It's really cute in pink and it's quite small, so it limits me as to what I can take with me, which is great, because otherwise I'd take a whole bag full. So I keep in there my nail polish, which I'm wearing at the time. I know I've not got any at the moment, I'm just going to put some on actually. But this is Tom Ford's, and it's their Plum Noir, which is the most gorgeous purpley blacky colour for the winter. So I keep whatever I've got in there, so that if I need to touch up, add just another coat before a meeting, or if I'm seeing someone, just to make sure nails look really good. Then I also carry the MAC, it's the Pro Longwear Concealer, around with me. If towards the end of the day some of my redness is coming through, I'll just dab some of this on, and it just is fantastic to keep you looking as good as you can. Then the other lip product that I like, this is Kiko's Creamy Lip Gloss, and this is 107. Again, it's sort of a berry colour for the winter, and it's really creamy, so I love that, and it's so easy to apply. Then, because it's winter and because my lips are so dry, I keep Burt's Bees. This is one of their lip balms, and I like this one because it smells of menthol. So when you put it on your lips, you actually get this really menthol minty smell, which is really nice, because obviously I don't need it, but say your breath wasn't that great, then you just pop this on and you smell so much better, don't you? But clearly, as I say, I don't need that. But anyway, it's great for moisturising your lips. So that's my little makeup bag. The only other makeup product I've got, which I absolutely adore, and only found this recently, it's the Yves Saint Laurent, it's the Blur Perfector. This is a little beautiful compact. I'll show it to you. And then you can see the product there. You know, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon when your little wrinkles are coming through and the pores aren't looking that great, and you're going for a meeting or meeting someone or just want to freshen up. This has got a mirror as well, so it's perfect. You just pop some of that on your fingers and literally just smooth it along the fine lines over maybe where you get your large pores, which for me is here, and it really gives your skin a flawless sort of finish and makes you look like you've just had 10 hours sleep, which clearly I haven't. So that is possibly one of my best go-to makeup products ever. Great. Now in the other section, because it's winter, I always carry a pair of black leather gloves to keep my hands nice and protected against the wind and all the elements, etc. I've just had a bad cold, so I've always got Lemsips in my bag, and also if one of the girls or anyone that I'm with is ill, the Mama Hen bag has got some Lemsips in, and I always take the tablets because I can't stand the liquid ones, they make me feel sick. I've also got some Nurofen in case anyone's got a headache, which often happens with people around you, doesn't it? So everyone knows I've always got that. One of my favourite things to carry as well is this Cordially Beauty Elixir. It's amazing if you haven't got any. It's a cute little handbag size, and again, just a spritz of that. It's like a toner, freshens you up, smells beautiful, and really sort of like calms you down as well, which sounds kind of weird, I know, but you know, if you're feeling a bit ooh, just spritz some of that on and breathe it in, and it's just really nice and calming. So I like that. I've also got a little comb. It's pink, of course, my hair needs sorting, a bit of volume there. So that's my little pink comb. Always carry sunglasses. I get migraines, and when I'm driving and the sun, I wear them all the time. So I always buy a really good pair. I never buy a cheap pair. So these are Dior. They're my latest ones. I like them because they've got blue and like a brown tortoise shell as well. So I kind of like those. So that's my sunglasses, and I keep them in that little fabric pouch so that they don't get scratched by my keys, although I do try and keep them in a separate compartment. Then I've always got some mints on the go, and these are Tribor soft mints to share clearly. And then another thing that I really, really love is I've got a little manicure set in my bag. This one's by Leighton Denny, but I love it because, you know, it always happens. You snag a nail, don't you? You break one. My nails aren't that brilliant anyway. They're always breaking. So I've got the glass file there. I've got the little, whatever it is that pushes your cuticles back, whatever the proper word for that is. I've actually got a nail clipper in there as well in case I need to cut any of them. And a buffer. So if I'm in the car, I'll spend 10 minutes doing my nails. Obviously I'm not driving at the time, or if I'm on the train. So that is essential for my handbag. And then last but not least, if you know me well, you'll know that I do like a gin and tonic. And this bag wouldn't be complete without my little G&T. And this time I've got it's a G&T with mint and cucumber. This one's gorgeous. So if you're on the train back from London and you've had a bit of a tiring day, you're just like, oh yes, gin and tonic, I'm there. So yeah, there is a little space in this bag for my G&T. So that's everything in my winter what's in my bag, and I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye! One of my best go-to makeup products ever.